Good Saturday morning to you. First Alert meteorologist Isaac Williams here on Atlanta News First Plus. I want to talk to you about the forecast for the rest of the day today and into the next few days as we are entering into a fairly active weather pattern that's going to bring us several chances for rain. Two of those chances of rain prompting First Alert weather days for tomorrow and Tuesday. Tuesday's going to be the higher impact of the two, but we do expect some rain around here tomorrow, and if you're trying to travel tomorrow, it's going to be more of a nuisance than anything else, but it is something that you want to be paying attention to. We're going to jump into Tuesday's First Alert Weather Day first. So starting off the week, we're kind of getting back to normal after holiday weekend, and most of Monday will be dry. Monday night, we're going to see some rain start to build in, and that is going to continue building in overnight, and that's going to set up Tuesday morning with an area of low pressure, widespread heavy rain, and this is going to be a cold, miserable, heavy rain Tuesday. It looks like for a good portion of the morning, including rush hour, it looks like it's going to be a pretty rough go there. But the good news is that this system is going to be moving fairly quickly. So once we move past lunch, the chance of rain will be decreasing as we get into Tuesday evening. This area of low pressure will be up the East Coast just a bit. The mid-Atlantic states, New England, you can see on the cold side snow, wind, rain. It's going to be a rough go up there in the Northeast for Washington, D.C. New York, Boston is going to be a pretty high impact system for them too. But for the Southeast, we're going to have just a plain cold rain here in Atlanta and all of North Georgia, so keep that in mind. For rain totals, we need this rain. We're talking 1 to 2 inches, maybe 2.5 inches of rain, and we're in a 5+ inch rain deficit since September the 1st. So we need some rain, but we want to be mindful that this could cause at least a little bit of flooding or nuisance flooding, ponding on the roadways, hydroplaning always a concern. And again, this is going to be occurring kind of in the core rush hour of Tuesday. So some rough weather on the way. And then beyond Tuesday, we have another chance of rain on Friday. So we're in kind of an active pattern here where chances for rain are going to be coming maybe every 2 to 4 days almost. So hopefully that can get us into a better position with our ongoing drought and with our rain deficit. But we also have a First Alert weather day for tomorrow, so I want to talk to you about that too. But today is nice. If you hadn't been outside yet, it's still chilly, but we're heading for the low 50s for most, upper 40s for others, but it is going to be anywhere from 2 to 5 degrees warmer than it was yesterday. It was a very cold but sunny Black Friday, and we have similar weather in store today. On satellite and radar this afternoon, or into this morning, it's almost afternoon, high pressure on its way out. We're going to see this moisture in Arkansas and Louisiana and Mississippi eventually reach us tonight and tomorrow. And again, that's the reason that we have rain chances on the increase for Sunday. But this storm system is really wreaking havoc up into the Midwest as we kind of take a closer look at the radar up here. Low pressure in Kansas, cold, snowy weather for all of Iowa, most of Illinois, Minnesota, Wisconsin, eventually spreading into Indiana and into Michigan. Chicago kind of at the center of this, and that's the largest city in the path of all of this. And you can see even into this afternoon, very heavy snow is going to continue. It's been snowing there for hours, and this is going to continue here. So if you know anybody trying to travel through Chicago today, is pretty much impossible. I've seen over 500 cancellations at the O'Hare Airport. This system is going to be spinning out, though, into Sunday. So tomorrow, the low is in Michigan, but the Chicago weather, St. Louis weather, Iowa weather, Indiana weather, all of that's going to be improving. And that same cold front that you see off the edge of your screen here, that's the reason that we are going to see some rain in North Georgia for Sunday. No wintry stuff to deal with, though, so that's some good news. But we will be watching that for some pretty significant travel. In fact, 5 to 15 inches all in total, on top of what's already fallen, but or I should say including what's fallen already. But 5 to 15 inches for those folks up there is pretty intense, and that is definitely going to cause some disruption. So you can see Illinois, Chicago, Milwaukee kind of seeing some of the heavier snow totals there from this system. And winter storm warnings continue again for Milwaukee, Chicago, Springfield, Illinois, Indianapolis, Indiana, Fort Wayne, Indiana, close to Detroit, Des Moines, Iowa. So a lot of folks getting lots of impactful snow there going into the rest of the day today. Speaking of, I mentioned O'Hare's Airport. This is a side-by-side comparison of O'Hare's Airport. You can see blowing snow out there, visibility very reduced. Hartsfield on the right side here at home in Atlanta, gorgeous. Just some high clouds out there, plenty of sunshine. So certainly a tale of two cities there for sure, but I thought it was a really neat and cool comparison to show the difference in the airport views there. The rest of the day today, high clouds, maybe thicken up a little bit into the evening here, and then some spotty rain overnight. Tomorrow morning, we're going to see some rain build in, mainly from Metro North, but Metro will get in on the rain eventually. The latest model is actually a little slower with the rain timing tomorrow. We're still thinking the morning to early afternoon will be the best shot to see some rain. But notice here, it's going to be steady, light to moderate, nothing heavy like what we're expecting for Tuesday, but still it's something to be mindful of. And the latest model also kind of lingers a few showers in Metro Atlanta into the evening hours tomorrow. But no doubt, as we set up for Tuesday, that's going to be the higher impact of the two first alert weather days. So Monday, again, mostly dry. That 30% you see here on the Super 7 day is for Monday night. And then that transitions to a 90% chance of rain on Tuesday, and then some dry days Wednesday, Thursday. Again, that next chance of rain does come in here next Friday. And notice, though, last Saturday, 82 degrees here in Atlanta. Today, 52. But notice over the next 7 days, even with the morning temperatures, we don't have this crazy cold swing or hot swing, warm swing. We're going to stay fairly steady in the 50s. And the mornings are going to be either in the 30s and 40s. We had our last freeze this morning, and I don't think we're going to see freezing maybe next Tuesday night. But even still, we don't see these wild temperature swings that we have been seeing in recent weeks, where it's been mostly warm, but then we get these super cold shots every now and then. But all in all here, this is looking a little bit more like late November and early December should. Just as a reminder, Monday, a new month, starts December the 1st, and the first few days of December, December 2nd there on Tuesday, definitely going to be a wet one out here. But overall, no major surprises coming up in the Super 7-day forecast. Anthony and JD will be in later this afternoon and into this evening on Atlanta News First for the latest on the forecast.
Thank you for watching ANF Plus. For more breaking news, live coverage, and your community stories, download the Atlanta News First app. You can also watch us on YouTube, Roku, Apple TV, and Fire TV. To join the conversation on YouTube Live, visit our channel and hit subscribe. You can also listen to the Atlanta News First podcast by searching Atlanta News First on your preferred listening platform.